Hello, everybody. A new um, visual novel tonight is the live stream before we go live with live stream under the moonshine here in a little while. So give me just a minute here while we go ahead and get this up. All right, guys, we are here. We are here live now. All right. This is It Comes Around, a Kinetic novel. Now, this is made by Afterthought Studios, guys. This is from the same developers who brought us Forgotten Not Lost, an amazing little novel that I read back in, I believe, it was June. And yeah, that was a great little novel. So give me just a minute here while I try to go ahead and set this up for full screen here. Go ahead and turn the music down a little bit. Turn the text speed down some so we have time to read it. There is no... Okay, looks good. Try that. It Comes Around. Now, this is a visual novel that is about something about people going missing, I believe, and some strange things going on. So we're going to find out what this is about. There's no reviews for it on Steam. It just came out today, and it's available for $2.99 minus a small discount on Steam. The link is in the description. How you doing, Marissa? How's it going? Gaming history. Welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and start, guys. All right. In a sleepy district of Amakusa, there was a high school built over 100 years ago. The Sugimori Cedar Forest High School played host to many students throughout the years. From the beginning of Japan's massive developmental expansions to the tumultuous early 19th century, Sugimori High School endured the times of obscurity, blending into the quiet background of Kumamoto's picturesque prefecture, which perhaps was also why the event of that fateful winter stunned the inhabitants of the peaceful district and indeed Japan. To this day, people still argue over what exactly happened on that ill-fated night. Was it the work of an angry deity exacting bloody vengeance on teens who should have known better? Or the machinations of a student who had gone completely insane and was believed to have committed a horrendous massacre? The end was so unclear. The suspected student had disappeared soon after being found by the police. The victims' bodies had somehow vanished from the morgue before their autopsies. Oh, wow. Such was the mystery behind the case, and that despite how normally the evening had begun. Alright, Nakajimi. Nakajimi. Alright, Amami? Run this ceremony by me one more time. Include the duration of this ceremony, whatever necessary contingencies are needed, your methods, and whichever materials that will be used. Nakajimi Taiki, age 39. A well-loved senior teacher of Sigimori, many believe this devout Catholic is likely to become the next vice principal of the school in a few years. His firm beliefs and care for students landed him the task of looking after the occult club, ensuring their antics didn't land them in trouble. And Amami says, "Of course, sir. This is the standard of hide-and-seek spiritual contracting, a game that is conducted pretty often. In this ceremony, we will be using the entire school area, but our primary gathering point will be the club classroom. The secondary story, boys' bathroom, will be our start point. We'll be making use of a doll and nail clipping from each of the participants, and will be placed in said doll to signify the participants of the game." Sounds like the proposal sent to me thus far. Carry on, Amami. So, we'll first need to declare the doll the it of the scheme, before making turns in being found and catching this doll. Once the ceremony ends, we will spray it with salt water to complete the ritual. Amami Kukumo, age 18. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these names right, guys. The president of the Sugimori Occult Club. Kumiko lived a life in the shadow of many others. Second in school since elementary school. Second to her younger sister, who is considered a better potter artisan in her family. To escape the shadows, she went in search of an occult, becoming known in her school as a skilled medium on the way to a perfectual and national fame. Ah yes, the salt water. You requested the holy water from the church, correct? Fujiwara? And we got Fujiwara here. Yes, sir. Holy water from the Catholic faith is commonly preserved in salts and blessed, correct? This would serve as well as a purified salt water in much the same way as those from Shinto sects. I apologize for the short notice, however. There wasn't enough time for me to procure a new batch of purifying salts. And Nukijimi says, wait a minute, that's him. It's no issue, Fujiwara. In fact, I commend you on your impressive knowledge of my faith. Now, Amami, the contingencies? In the event that something goes wrong, the best option would be for us to group together. Splitting up is not an option at that point. Look at the sweat beads. He's a little nervous there. Fujiwara Mashiro, age 18. Where Kumiko chose prominence as the club's president, Masahiro chose the background. The son of a failed priest who had killed himself after being discovered as a fraud. Masahiro worked tirelessly to bury his past, shying away from the limelight as much as possible. His supernatural sense, however, unlike those of his father, appeared genuine and caught the attention of the school occult president club. He was thus brought into the club by Kumiko and became her right-hand man. Is something wrong, Fujiwara? Well, sir... Absolutely nothing is wrong, sir. Marissa Hawkins, thanks so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Can we get a warm welcome to the channel to Marissa? 7 people watching, and only me and you are talking in the chat. How's it going, guys? Gaming History, Marissa. Alright, the story is getting creepy. Like he's putting us to bed, and you get it right now. Yeah, reading you a bedtime story. There you go, gaming history. No, I've done this in the past several times. I've done quite a bit of reading on these visual novels on different videos. So, give me a second, guys. Right. Okay, Mommy says, Masashiro just had something bad for lunch. I told you the Mapo Tofu today was bad. So she's definitely trying to keep him from saying something there. Crazy, thanks so much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Can we get a warm welcome to Crazy? New Zaxtorian. Thanks so much for subscribing, Marissa and Crazy. Welcome. Okay. So, Nakajima says, are you sure you're alright, Fujiwara? Yes, sir. And Amami says, could I talk to, Masashiro for a second? And Nakajima says, I'll get into the classroom to check on the other members first. Make it quick, Amami. I don't have all day. Okay, that's this guy that said that. And, she's like, thank you, sir. The Fujiwara is like, Kumiko, this doesn't sound like... Shush, Masashiro. We didn't go through all this trouble just to stop now. But Kumiko, what you just said and what you showed me that day was completely, And she's like, you want me to list everything to him in detail? If I did that, we'd be here all night. Geez, Masashiro. Could you just trust me on this? I'm your club president. I know what I'm doing. And then this gal comes up. Sakamoto. Is everything alright? Mr. Nakajima seems a bit, what's going on here? Nothing at all, Asuka. Right, Masashiro? He's like quiet. I do trust you, Kumiko. It's just that I've got a bad feeling about this. And Mommy's like, just lighten up, Masashiro. You get bad feelings over all sorts of things. We'd better get inside before Mr. Nakajima bursts a blood vessel. Hurry up, guys. Alright. The Nakajima in the classroom. Well, is everything settled? Yes, sir. Alright. I'm sure the lot of you know very well by now that I'm only tolerating these rituals of yours because they're a part of your club activities and nothing more. Thank you very much, Mr. Nakajima. Alright. I'll be marking examination papers here then. If there's any issue, you all know where to find me. And Fujiwara says, yes, sir. She comes back up again. Sakamoto. What happened earlier? And we got Sakamoto Asuka, age 18, the flower of the school. Asuka was once considered, Asuka, okay, was once considered a rather plain and overweight girl who had been bullied heavily before her growth spurt that turned her into the beauty that she now was. As was the only one to stay true to her out of gratitude, Asuka follows Masashiro in any endeavor, even if it were to do with her least favorite topic, the occult. Amami says, nothing much, when she asked what was going on here earlier. So the preparations have been completed. Is everyone ready? Any last-minute adjustments? Okay, since no one can use the restrooms once we start, whoever needs it, please use it now. No one? Not even you, Asuka? Really? How are things on your end, Masashiro? Yes, Kumiko. You've asked me 5 times since before we spoke to Mr. Nakajima. Don't you think that's enough? Huh. Yeah, well, we can never be too careful, right? I mean, remember that time we tried, seance in our second year? I have no idea what that is. Right. Mr. Nakajima and I had to exercise Asuka before bringing her to church to ensure that she was fine. It's precisely because of that incident that these precautionary checks are happening now. Well, you suggested that we conduct the seance. I guess that's why Mr. Nakajima made you write the proposal with the precautions and risks each time you wanted a ritual. You? And she, who the heck is Nakimura? Whatever it is, can we please just get this started? My parents want me to be home by 9 p.m. I'm sorry about that, Seiru, and Kumiko as well, for bringing up the past. It's fine, Masashiro. It was really my fault back then. And this guy, Yano? You know, the friendliness and these mushy movements are great and all, but can we get on with it? Speaking of which, why are we even doing this? We all know how dangerous this hide-and-seek can be. Can't we just do something simpler than the seance again? Besides, if we got the you-know-who to possess Asuka, since she is very possessible after all, we'd probably have an easy time finding out what we want. Also, putting Asuka through that again? Nakimura? Well, what did you expect? It is Kenta that we're talking about. You? Huh. Yano Kenta, age 18, crazy, intensely lazy, lackadaisical, and exceedingly dim. Just a few words used to describe who was basically the illegitimate son born of a lower house politician's affair. Oh, damn. The illegitimate son born of a lower house politician's affair. Huh. That, sounds a little bit, familiar? Huh. Showered with monetary gifts in exchange for silence, Kenta's family was never in want for anything save of an actual family. Lacking a proper home, Kenta grew obsessed with companionship, driving most away from himself, save for those of the school's occult club. That's enough, Kenta. But... Kenta, let it go. Fine, I'm sorry. Well, that settles that. Stop being so petty, Kenta. It wouldn't kill you to lighten up for once in a while, right? Besides, what have we to fear when we have two of the best supernatural students and a teacher who is practically a priest? Also, you don't see Asuka freaking out, do you? And she's the one who's had the worst out of all of us. Nakayamura, age 18. In a group of less than normal people, Sayura stands out. Born to a normal middle-class family, the young lady soon found her perfectly normal life bland. Seeking thrills, she sought the attention of males by dressing provocatively and tried alcohol, but found no fulfillment. But at the start of her second year in Sugimori, she took a look at the club recruitment booths. Instantly struck by the grace and passion of the Kumiko, she signed up and never looked back. Alright, so, she says, Kenta does have a point, though. Why would we want to summon Arisa? What do we know that she what we do know is that she committed suicide last week. What? They're gonna try to bring back somebody that committed suicide with this ritual? Yeah, this is just a story gaming history. Yep, pretty much. Just like a bedtime story. What do you call a kinetic novel? I don't even think there's any choices in this game. Or this novel. And Amami says, don't you think it's a bit weird that someone like Arisa... I'm gonna call her Arisa. That someone like Arisa would have just done what she did? No suicide note, no relationship problems, and no behavior that would suggest she would commit suicide. We all know her. She would never have done that. Something is fishy, and we should find out, even if the police won't. And, Sakamoto says, Masashiro, what do you think? And he's like, we should be perfectly safe as long as we follow the rules and stick to our timings. Relax, Asuka. If anything happens, we'll be ready to help each other anyway, right? He's like, you're right, Masashiro, thank you. However, this ritual only places us all in considerable danger, but it does not permit any questioning of Orisa. Well, we've already tried conducting a seance 2 days ago, and that Kakuri-san method yesterday. There's no other choices left, is there? That makes sense. And she says, alright, let's get this started then. We need to fill up this doll with rice first, right? And Mommy's like, but before that, we need to remove all the cotton in the doll. Huh. And Ayano's like, alright, I get it. Letting this doll open is already creeping me out. Oh wow, you heard the sound? Body, arms, legs, head. Okay, all the cotton has been removed from this blasted doll. Next. He's like, pass it here, Yano. Please, pour in the rice, Yuri. Now for our fingernails. Right, they are in. Now for our fingernails. Huh? Weird. So I'll sew up the doll in this. I'll sew up the hole in this doll. Nicely done, Asuka. Now to tie up this doll and done. Guys, remember to keep to the rules of this ritual. And Mommy's like, I'm sure that they'll remember. And she's like, yes, Kumiko. Looks like they're kind of joking about it and having too much fun for something this serious. Alright. Preparations have been completed. And she's like, switching the lights off now. The doors are all unlocked, yes? Is the bathtub in place? Yes? Okay, good. We're ready, sir. And he's like, the time now is 7:30 p.m. You may begin. Be safe, everyone, and remember, I'll be waiting here, so call me if you need me. And he's like, yes, sir. Remember, everyone, do not ever shout or make any loud noises. And if you find the doll, don't forget to finish the ritual according to the manual. If you can't remember the rules, we all have a copy in our phones. Alright, let's set the doll in place, Masashiro, and we can get down to solving Arisa's case. This is a little bit creepy, a little bit weird. Interesting, I guess, but weird. Yeah, Roboron's like, please kids, don't try this at home. AJ's like, Zax, what's wrong with their faces? Watch everything just go burn. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Mommy's like, alright, we're here. Remember this start point is our main meeting point, and in 1 hour, the second floor boys' toilet. Wait a minute. Alright, we're here. Remember this start point. It's our main meeting point in 1 hour. The second floor boys' toilet. Hold up. No one said girls would be going into our toilet. Look at his face. And she's like, oh, don't be shocked, Kenta. It's not like we'd see anything of you or Masahiro in there. And it's not like you have anything that I'd like to see as well. Oh my god. Oh. And she's like, oh, wait a minute. And she's like, well, what's that supposed to mean? Ignore her, Asuka. Sayori's just being a tease. Let's just name the first it, okay? As we agreed. Kenta will be the first it. Remember, all conversations after the game has started will have to... Wait a minute. Remember, all conversations after the game has started will have to be by text. Oh, so they can't talk. Okay. They have to text each other. And Yano Kenta is like, let's just get this over with. Fine. And all of them are like, okay. Yano's like, Arisa, Yano Kenta is the first it. Yano Kenta is the first it. Yano Kenta is the first it. And Mommy's like, alright, Kenta, stay here, close your eyes, and count to 10. Stab the doll, call her it, and get to hiding. The rest of us will go into hiding first, and Masashiro will start asking it questions when he becomes it. I know what to do, Kumiko, jeez. Calm down, Kenta. Getting angry now will only put us all in more danger than is necessary. Yeah, right. Arisa's set. Let me get to my counting. Good luck, Kenta. Thanks. The little group of students spread out throughout the school complex as was needed by the ritual rules. Part of them regretted using the school as the ritual grounds, risking other students to exposure on the rather large grounds. Yet, they all knew that their respective one-room rental apartments would have never fit all of them, and their teachers' numerous religious artifacts would have most certainly interfered with the ceremony. Not to say that Nakajima Taki would never have let his students set foot into his home to risk his own family, to say the least. So it was that the occult club members of the Sujimori High School would find themselves in the thick of things just before the game had even begun. Oh shit. Guys, big problem. What? Already? I thought you said you knew what to do. Did I call Mr. Nakajima? I don't think we need to call him, but... how do I put this? Oh, for goodness sake, just spit it out. I think Arisa just locked herself in the bathroom. Now, wait a minute, that's impossible. She's tied up and shouldn't even start moving until she becomes the it. Now, this is a girl that committed suicide the last week that they're talking about here, guys. Oh, you got into King's game 2 times, AJ? That's awesome, man. Yeah, I've only been in one game with him of all the games I've played. And Tsukamura's like, Kenta? You were checking the second floor to ensure that everything is unlocked, right? Did you really make sure to unlock everything? And Amami's like, sigh. And our toilets are twist knob styled. If you press the lock stub on the inside of the toilet, you could still pull the door closed and lock yourself out. You forgot about that, didn't you, Kenta? Kenta, you idiot. Hey, don't go blaming me. I made sure the doors were all unlocked. I'm sure of it. Oh, shut up. If Kumiko says you messed up, you did. You messed up. Enough. Just get to Mr. Nakajima and get the toilet keys quickly, Kenta. I'll meet you at the toilet. Sakamoto's like, isn't that dangerous, Masashiro? Why can't you just let Iano go by himself? Even though it's unlikely for Iano to make such a mistake, I'll be there to ensure that nothing happens. Besides, I have some purifying salts if need be. Hey, don't talk as though I'm not here. Oh, just go, Iano. Fine. All right, the three of us girls should go into our hiding spots. Let's leave it to the boys. Iano, has something happened? Where are the... Why are you waving your arms like that? Kenta palmed a hand to his face and whipped out his mobile phone. And he types in the text, I can't speak. We started the ritual already, but I locked myself out of the doll room. I need to borrow the toilet key to continue the ritual. Oh boy, Nakajima's like, why, I am not surprised that you would make such a mistake in these complicated rituals. Just take the key and hurry up. You all have 55 minutes left. You only have 55 minutes left. Your phone, Iano. He almost forgot his phone. And Fuji is saying, Kenta, are you sure the door was locked? He's like, of course I'm sure it was locked, Fuji. Why are you even asking me this? Mommy's like, what is it now, Masashiro? And I think this is all going on by text. Obviously it is, because you can if you see the phone here, this is all being texted, guys. And Fuji's like, the door was unlocked when I got there. Uh-oh. It just got creepy. Uh-oh, yep, it's a creepy bedtime story. That's right. How you doing, Dr. Richardson? Yeah, it just got creepy. The door was unlocked when I got there, and the doll was gone from the tub. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Donna's like, don't go shitting with me, smartass. And Fuji's like, I'm not kidding. We've got to find her quickly now, Kenta. Get Mr. Nakajima to help us, since you're there. The longer this continues, the worse it'll get for all of us. And Nakajima is like, let's go, Yano. Oh, damn. Talk to me, Fuji. What's the situation, and how do we remedy this mess? Well, according to the ritual rules, Kenta would have to first find the doll and tag it. Following this, the doll would now be it, and it will have to find us. For us to end the ritual, we would have to catch the doll for the last time after it had found all of us. Any means to shorten the ritual, and what are the consequences? If we find the doll now and have all participants conduct the ending ritual, we should be able to end this game immediately. We'll all risk falling a bit sick for the next few days, however. Oh, damn. How about we simply walk out? And Fuji's like, most people who fail to end the ritual end up not being heard from ever again. They just disappear from, like, existence? Holy cow. Wow. For those who are still around, they fall sick. Badly sick. This sounds a lot riskier than what was initially stated by Miss Amami, Fuji. But, sir, Kukimo ran the proposal by me before it was passed to you. It clearly stated all the risk and possible injuries that could occur. Kumiko even told me after classes that the proposal had been approved. Kumiko, what's going on? Well, you see... Clearly, Miss Amami has quite a bit to account for. Uh-oh. She didn't tell him everything to get approval. However, given that we are in this situation now, I'm going to call an end to this ritual immediately. All club members are to spread out and search for this doll immediately. Upon locating the doll, send a text message and we'll all converge on the club classroom and end the charade. But sir, wouldn't it be possible that Fuji took the doll? Are you insinuating that Mr. Fujiwara is as shallow and childish as you, Keanu? Oh, damn. Burn. As it stands, I am more inclined to believe that you, the chronic miscreant of the school, is responsible for taking this doll thing with you to scare your fellow classmates. As a matter of fact, turn out your pockets. And he's like, sir. Now, Yano. Oh, damn. What's this tune playing? I thought everyone had their phone set to silent. Uh-oh. Who the hell is this? That's a little bit creepy. You can't find me. This has got to be, Arissa, huh? This is going to be the girl that committed suicide a week earlier. Oh, damn. You shouldn't catch me. You'll play this game with me forever, won't you? Now is not the time for games. Stop acting like middle schoolers and start acting your age. Sir? This number just got, into our chat group. It doesn't belong to any of us. Oh, damn. Sakamoto's like, I don't get it. Why can't we see our new number? Who is this person? Nakimura's like, guys, that tune sounds an awful lot like Arissa's favorite ringtone. Huh. Wow. Yeah, things have gotten weird. Really creepy. So this girl that committed suicide a week earlier is now alive and taunting them due to this ritual to bring her back to try to figure out what police couldn't figure out. That's what I'm getting out of this. For any of you guys that might have kind of missed what was going on here. All right. Ayano's like, oh shit, she's really here? And the teacher, the guy, Nakajima, is like, wait a minute, this is just someone trying to pull a prank. Everyone remain calm and find that doll. And you, Yano, you still need to show me your pockets. This just won't do. Hide and seek is a quiet game. Who could it be, making such a racket? Yano's like, behind you, sir? Now, Yano. And he's still trying to get him to turn out his pockets, and he's like, behind you. Where's the fun? If you make so much noise. For me to find you. Sir? Found you. There's nothing behind me, Yano. Stop stalling. He's still ticked at him for not turning out his pockets. This guy can't see the beads of sweat on his head and realize that this guy is actually in fear. Huh. Wow. Oh, get me out of here. What? Yano, you get back here. Behind me? But there's no one there. That boy, when I get my hands on him, he'll never see the end of detentions till the end of his semester. Mr. Nakajima, what happened? We heard screaming. I'm scared. Same. I really just want this to end right now. We've got other things to worry about. Some idiot just broke the rules of this game. That idiot, Yano, just screamed and ran after, trying to pull a fast one on me by saying that something was behind me. He probably has the doll. Just start making your way back to the club classroom, and I'll be back shortly with that buffoon. Oh, what makes you think he'll be back? Oh, damn. Damn, guys. Yeah, I try to voice my characters a little bit, guys, to make them sound a little bit different than each other. Try to make it a little more interesting. Hopefully I'm doing an okay job, I don't know. What makes you think he'll be back? He broke the rules, so he must be punished for being a naughty, naughty boy. Oh, damn. So now, if he's not the it anymore... I am. Now, you listen here, Yano. Stop playing around and get back to the classroom. If I have to catch you, it'll be expulsion instead of detention, this time for your incessant tomfoolery. I am not Kenta. But if you insist, why don't you join the game? I am it, though. So looking for me is breaking the rules. Oh, I will find you, Yano. And when I do, you're going to be in a world of hurt. And then find me if you can. Sir, that sounds like a really bad idea. Amami, call the police. This has gone far enough. Sir? We can't speak right now. Remember, guys, this is something she's texting, even though I'm making voices. For goodness sakes, I'll do it. And again, this is all being texted. Just concentrate on Kenta, sir. I'll make the call. At least one of you, wait a minute. At least one of you has some sense. Stop, Masashiro. It's too dangerous. Please don't do it, Masashiro. Don't call the police. Look, Miss Club President, the entire ritual has already gone sideways. We've got to settle this as soon as possible, considering that we might have some psycho running around while hacking into our chat. And remember, all this is by text, guys. How rude. I am not a psycho, Masashiro. And again, this is showing up as question marks on their phones. And that's how they know it was from some weird number. And they're like, where's this number from? You hurt my delicate heart. Was all the time we spent together as friends that meaningless to you? What about the time I confessed to you under the sakura tree in the summer? Or when I baked you those chocolate cookies on Valentine's Day? Uh-oh, shit just got real now. Masashiro, what is this person talking about? How did you... That confession happened after school, and I was sure that the area was empty. I was the one confessing after all, Masashiro. Although the rejection stung, the friendship offer was nice. So, I'll be nice for a change. For our friendship, I'll let you call the police. I'm a nice girl, right, Masashiro? For goodness sake, stop wasting time with this idiot, Fujiwara, and just call the police. Yes, sir. And yes, you are a nice girl, Arisa. Thank you. I can feel the heartfelt words from Masashiro in this text. You're welcome, my dear. Okay, this is getting really creepy now. Can you hurry up and call the cops, Masashiro? I'm just down the corridor to the club room now. Is anyone else reaching yet? This corridor is so dark. I'm scared. Tisk tisk, Asuka. You should never say where you are. Uh-oh. But you're safe for now, since I have better things to deal with right now. Like a certain club president. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Look at these facial expressions. This is great. Great. Dr. Richmond's like, oh my gosh, this has gone real. On a scale of 1 to 10, how scared are you? I'm guessing 10, because this game is incredibly scary, AJ says. AJ says, I would just hang up and go home and maybe have some nice hot chocolate. That's nice. All right. Fuji's like, all right. The cops say they'll be here in about 10 minutes, guys. Wait. Kumiko? This is the one that she texted that she's going to be after. Kaya! And these girls are like, Kumiko? A mommy? It sounded close to me. I'll go find her. No, wait. It could be a trap. Fujiwara? Fujiwara. Damn it. Sakamoto and Nakamura, find each other and stick together. No matter what, do not split up again. Then, try to meet up with Fujiwara and myself at the school gates. Am I clear? Yes, sir. And he's like, Kumiko? Kumiko? Where are you? Come on, Fujiwara. Talk to me. Where are you? He's texting. Remember, all this is by text, guys, even though I'm making different voices. Oh, we can't have that now. Giving your position away is cheating. You wouldn't want to risk poor little Kumiko for this now, right, Masashiro? Oh, what did she ever do to deserve this, Arisa? I thought both of you were close friends. Stop goading Yano into more of sick roleplay, Fuji. So this guy still thinks it's the Yano kid that ran away. That's just playing games with him. Whatever makes you think I'm angry with Kumiko, Masashiro? We are best friends. I just want her to be with me. Is that so wrong? That won't happen, Arisa. You might see her again, probably someday, but right now, you have no right. Leave the living to the realm of life, the dead to theirs. Oh damn, he just basically called this girl a dead girl right to her face. She may not take that too well. Wow. No, right? I have every right.
I know the suffering that Kumiko went through more than anyone else. She told me everything.
Even so, it does not give you any right to take her. Tell me why you really want her, Arissa.
She's like, you really know me well, Masashiro, don't you?
Answer the question, Arissa.
Because a mommy Kumiko is a joke.
And this girl's like, excuse me?
Shut up, you useless piece of homosexual waste.
Oh, damn. Wow. This dead girl is like insulting this other girl now, calling her a what? A piece of homosexual waste? Useless piece of homosexual waste, even. That is, wow. If we thought it got real before, it's got really real now.
Hey! Kumiko always complains about being second place. How she's second to you in academics. How she is always second to Asuka on the violin. And how she is always never able to match up to her little sister in the family pottery business. It sickens me. What's so wrong about second place? For a person who's never been more than just slightly above average, second place is a dream.
Arissa, calm down.
I'm not done. She always puts us down. Us, her friends. I was her friend, but she would not even treat me like a human, even after what she had gone through. That disgusting filth. So, I'm going to do her a favor. If she hates being second so much, I'm just going to make her happy by making her the first to go in your occult club.
Oh, damn. Arissa, no! Don't do it! Please! A sound clip is sent to the group chat. Fujiwara Masashiro plays it as softly as possible without trepidation on his face. Or with trepidation on his face. Here you go.
Too late to change things now, Masashiro. Kumiko was always drowning herself in her own insecurities. So now she can drown in her hubris.
Oh, damn. Fujiwara Masashiro has a look of realization. Hubris. One's extreme pride that oftentimes would be the cause of one's downfall. A mommy Kumiko may have always been in the shadow of others in many things, but the occult was one topic in which no one could ever beat her. It was the source of her pride, the one thing that she was the best at. But what did this clue mean? It sounded like Kumiko was drowning, but there is no pool in Sugimori High School, so there is no horror story to be fulfilled in such a manner. The toilet? But those were behind him, and it was highly unlikely that someone would have snuck past carrying a limp 18-year-old to choke in a sink or a toilet bowl. But then again, the gagging sounded dry and unmuffled. So it was unlikely Kumiko was being drowned with some kind of solid object. But that would leave the next likely candidate as poison or gas. The science lab. Oh wow, that sounds like he just figured something out. Damn.
Tick tock, tick tock. Oh, Kumiko, we'll be together soon.
Oh wow. Masashiro crept towards the science lab, now relatively certain that Kumiko would be there. The silence of the corridor did little to calm his nerves, seeming to press down into him from all sides, amplifying the sound of his pounding heart. Clouds had obscured the beautiful full moon that had been out just an hour ago, casting the passageway into a near pitch black darkness. So clouds come over. There was a full moon, but the light from the full moon is no longer in the corridor, and it's almost pitch black in this hallway as he makes his way to the science lab. Oh, damn. The shadows appeared to rise up towards him, whispering to him omens of failure as the door to the first lab came into view. Reaching out to grab the handle to the sliding door handle, Masashiro hesitated. What if the ghost or psycho was awaiting for him? What if this was all just his imagination? What if his mobile phone was vibrating again? Masashiro glanced down at the phone and froze.
Kumiko can't wait forever, you know, Masashiro.
Cursing under his breath and bracing himself, Masashiro steeled himself and pulled on the sliding door as quietly as possible, wincing as the panel squeaked open inch by inch, hensing to fight or flee if he so much as spotted any sign of the doll or possible psycho. And then Masashiro saw it in the darkness, a pair of white school shoes. It was a mommy Kumiko. It was a mommy Kumiko who looked horribly pale, with her eyes open and glassy, staring blankly up at the ceiling. Oh no. Oh no, guys, what the heck? A mommy looking horribly pale, her eyes open and glassy, that's not good, and staring blankly up at the ceiling. That doesn't sound good at all. Alright, Zarkanox, have a good day at work, man. Worse still, Masashiro noticed that the girl's chest wasn't moving or giving any indication of breathing. Oh, damn. Oh, no. Masashiro winced as an incredibly caustic smell hit him like a speeding car. Formaldehyde, a very commonly used preservative for organic materials both in science and in the occult. Amami Kumiko was well known in school for collecting a number of uncommon to rare items related to the occult. From double-headed newts to albino salamanders, Kumiko flavored the use of formaldehyde heavily to preserve these strange specimens for display. With her queer taste in what to collect, Kumiko most certainly knew how to procure, handle, and even make the potentially dangerous compound. Formaldehyde. It was a piece of irony that Kumiko would be murdered by, the one fluid she worked with better than anyone else. Oh, damn. She knew how to make formaldehyde, and that's what this dead girl came back and killed her with? Wow. Wow, guys. Sounds like she's dead, guys. That's what I'm thinking. Sure as hell don't sound like she's alive.
Doesn't she look so peaceful, Masashiro?
How could you do this? He texts back. And Nakajima's like, what's going on? Where are you, Fuji?
Would you like to join her?
Oh, damn. Masashiro could have sworn that his heart had stopped and that all the breath in his lungs had left him.
That look on your face right now. I wish I could preserve it forever. However, it's not your turn yet. If you'd be so kind as to leave me alone with Kumiko, you won't need to join me now.
Don't leave a mommy behind, Fujiwara. Hold tight till I arrive. Oh yeah, that's easy for him to say. Of course, he probably still believes this is a hoax put on by that Yami guy or whatever. Masashiro glanced one more at the prone form of his friend. Muttering prayers under his breath, Masashiro turned around and fled, sealing the fate of Amami Kumiko. His own fear caused him to turn around and run. I guess the police aren't there yet, AJ. Yeah, I guess the police aren't there yet. I wasn't expecting this story to be quite this creepy or horrifying, guys, to be honest with you. I had no idea. There was no reviews on Steam when this game came out earlier today and I bought it. I just bought this because it was a completely different story that I really liked, called Forgotten Not Lost, that I read a few months ago. Another great story by Afterthought Studios. This is pretty good, but I wasn't expecting it to be this this creepy, or I wasn't expecting a real death to happen to one of these teenagers. Damn. Hey, Jazz Miner, how you doing? I sound funny? Thank you. Okay. Back to the story, guys. So he turns around, the door shuts, and that seals the fate of Amami Kumiko. Reaching the end of the corridor, Masashiro chanced to glance back at the lab, checking to see if he had been followed, before racing back towards the toilets from whence they had put in the doll, on the way to the classroom.
Good choice, Masashiro,
She texted. And this teacher's like, Fujiwara? Kumiko's dead, sir.
What?
Someone or something looked like they had poured down a whole bottle of formaldehyde down Kumiko's throat.
It can't be. It can't be true. Tell me that you're joking, Masashiro. Tell me that Kumiko's alive. She's alive, right? Masashiro?
Sayuri? Asuka? Are you with Sayuri?
I was about to reach the classroom, but Sayuri just ran out screaming.
Uh-oh.
Kumiko, where are you?
Can you follow Nakamura, Sakamoto? We cannot afford to spread out even more than before.
I'm sorry, sir, but she went charging off so fast. I couldn't keep up.
Just say where you are then, Sakamoto. I'll start moving back towards you. You move towards us as quickly as possible too, Fuji. The police whom you called will probably reach us in a few minutes from now.
Kumiko, please say something.
We need to gather up and get to the police quickly before looking for Nakamura, Yano, and Amami.
I can see the patrol car coming in from here. Sir, I'll go out there and get him.
No, Sakamoto. We need to stick together. Sakamoto? I think she's already ran out getting the police. Sakamoto, are you there?
Asuka, please respond. Having trouble?
You. She texted him.
Yes, me. Please stop stating the obvious here, Masashiro.
This would be creepy to be getting these messages on the phone from like an unknown number and stuff like that. I mean, I'm trying to provide different voices to give it a little more depth, but remember, all this is just messages on the phone because they are not allowed to speak. What more could you want? You monster.
Me? A monster? Well, that would not be too inaccurate of a description, Masashiro. Being run over by a train does make a person look quite a bit different than most people.
Whoa. Enough games, Yano. This guy still thinks this is Yano playing games with him. The police are here. It will all be over soon. When they catch you, you'll be put away in prison for a long time to rot for this. It will be even worse if you try to escape. Just turn yourself in.
I tire of seeing you call me a boy, Mr. Nakajima. My gender certainly is not that of a male, and even if I were, to be mistaken for that lazy piece of garbage is just insulting. Which is why I will find him next.
Oh, damn. Masashiro rounded a corner to find himself face to face with his teacher, Nakajima.
Oh, whoa. Sorry about that, sir.
No worries, Fujiwara. We both startled each other.
So, Masashiro, we've talked about dear old Kumiko before. Why don't we talk about Iyano Kenta now?
Arisa, calm down.
At least you have my name right, Masashiro.
Talking about unlike the teacher guy.
But what about little Kenta? Oh yeah, that creep who never stopped hitting on girls.
Arissa, please stop. Stop. It seems that you may have a grudge towards my students. However, whoever you are, Iyano, or a psychotic murderer, know this. I will never let you hurt my students.
I can still remember clearly, during our freshman year, that creep tried to hit on me for an entire week. Can you believe it? A whole week! Many say that his perseverance and efforts can be praised. However, others disagree. Nevertheless, I relented to date him for a month in that spring. And what happened? He couldn't even keep it in his pants. That pest had the gall to try and take advantage of me. Me, the one person who was kind enough to even talk to him at that time, and he couldn't keep his hands off me. That worthless bag of filth.
Oh wow, the truth is coming out now, huh? Arissa, Kenta may be a creep, but surely he wouldn't have done such a thing. And he's like not believing it or not wanting to believe it. Those are serious allegations with no proof. Practically fantasy dreamt up by a clearly insane person.
It doesn't matter if you believe me or not. This little worm is going to get his dues now.
Oh, damn, this is almost sounding like that movie I Spit on Your Grave now. He's gonna get revenge on this guy for trying to get it on with her. Oh my.
In fact, you two are welcome to to my send-off party, fit for a person of Kenta's stature. For a person who always tries to get so much for himself, he will learn how to be humble in this party by being brought low. Alas, it has come to my attention that our game hasn't well and truly begun.
What do you mean?
Well, one person still hasn't made a noise in our friendly party, but it's fine. You should hear from her soon. And then we can truly begin.
Yeah. We need to go to the corridor section near our class and check on where the police are. If they are at the gate, we need to get them first before finding the other students. Dashing across the corridors to the north-facing side that offered a view of the main gate and main road, Masashiro and Nakajima Taki were treated to a sight that crushed their spirits even further. There was indeed a police patrol vehicle in view, but the car was making its way down the road away from the school. Oh, damn. What? Nearly in a full panic now, Nakajima Taki made one last-ditch effort to save his students by whipping out his mobile phone and frantically dialing the emergency number. Hello, is this the Amasuka Police Department? My name is Nakajima Taki. I am a teacher of Sugimori High School, and I need to report that one of my students has been seriously hurt in school, with another two possibly in danger from the same person who has intruded on the premise. The police line operator.
We already dispatched officers to the scene, Mr. Nakajima, if that is even your real name, and if you're really a teacher.
Excuse me?
We just got a call from our dispatch telling us about how there was a horror camp going on in Sugimori High School right now, which was seriously frightening, and a lot of participants who might be in hysterics. The girl that came out to meet the officers even offered them some hot tea for their trouble and apologized for some miscreant students who had taken to prank calling all sorts of emergency services about a curse that was killing students and how they needed help.
A girl met with your officers? What's the description of this person?
Yes, there was a girl. Why am I even bothering? Dispatch called in that a girl of average weight, about 160 to 165 cm, probably met up with them at the gate and sheepishly explained the situation before apologizing for the inconvenience and giving them tea. Oh, damn. The girl identified herself as Sakamoto Asuka, had long darkish brown hair in a neat ponytail and probably black eyes. Dispatch couldn't see very well in that lighting condition. Now stop it with the prank calls. You lot should feel very grateful that the new commissioner is very lenient on people who make false police reports. Otherwise, we'll end your little party, and your prank callers will face criminal charges. And so that's a guy saying that. No, see here, mister. There is nothing to be said. Do not call this line again, or we'll take action. Beep, beep, beep. So the dial tone. Don't you hang up on me. Redial is blocked, and he tries to redial him, and they blocked him. Oh my god, damn it! This is not good, guys. This is not good at all. Those are some horrible police. They should still check inside regardless. It's their dang job. Wow. And Fuji comes back up. Mr. Nakajima, the police dispatch description sounds more like Arisa than Asuka. Oh, damn. What if she's really responsible for all this? It sounds more reasonable that someone else was responsible for turning the police away from us than Asuka. But you know my stance on these issues, Fuji. I do not believe that summoning a spirit is either right or possible. If your fears are correct, however, we will be in far worse trouble than previously estimated. Whatever the case, we shall try to find the rest of the club members first, okay? And he says, should we, try looking for Kenta first? He seems to be at the greatest risk, and his location is probably the easiest to discern. Indeed, to bring the mighty low. If this mystery murderer of ours is to be believed, then the most likely place to find Iano, where Iano is being held, would be the roof. Moving as silently and quickly as possible to avoid alerting their mystery assailant, the teacher and the student made their way cautiously up the 2 floors that would lead them to the school roof. Although both of them had made the trip up numerous times before for a variety of reasons, this particular trip felt and seemed longer than any before, the flights of stairs stretching themselves out and making their journey from the 3rd floor even harder than it should have been. With each alternate step, Fujiwara cast a skittish glance backwards into the empty halls, watching over the pair's backs as Nakajima Taki took point, blinking beads of nervous sweat away from his eyes every few moments. Fuji says, "What do you think we should be expecting, sir?" "I don't know, Fujiwara, but it would be best to be prepared for the worst. There's a open janitor's closet at the stair landing just before the roof entrance. Here, we'll each grab a broom from there. You learned a bit of kendo in middle school, correct?" Yes, sir." Then we should be able to deal with anyone who might try to attack us. Also, calm down, boy. We have everything under control. Yes, sir. He doesn't sound very convinced. Nodding, Masashiro followed his teacher up the final flight of stairs, moving up to the closet and opening it up slowly, heaving an internal sigh of relief when the newer closet door swung open noiselessly. Grabbing onto a sturdy looking broom, he hefted it, testing the weight and balance. Satisfied that it would not shatter in a single hit, Masashiro checked another one to find it satisfactory as well and handed one to his teacher. Teacher and student took a moment to gather their wits
and with a nod to each other, they burst through the doors, eyes searching wildly for their friend and foe. Sir, we might have a problem. On our left. Yeah, that looks like fear there. What is it? Oh no. Iano Kenta was currently draped very precariously over the guardrails of the school's south side roof. Someone had clearly knocked the young man out before leaving him tied loosely by his legs to the said rail, whilst the entire top half of his body was hung out over the darkened grounds. Matters were only made worse when Masashiro spotted Kenta's tightly bound hands. Someone clearly had intended for Kenta to wake up, freak out due to his well-known fear of heights, and fall to his death as he flailed about. Oh, damn, guys. We need to get him down, now. Yes, sir. Or he said we need to get him down now. However, both men were stopped when their phones began to buzz ominously once more from received messages.
Oh, come on now. Where's the fun in that? You really shouldn't approach the worm, unless you want to die immediately.
Oh, wow. With a nervous glance at his teacher, Masashiro began typing in his reply. What is it now, Arissa?
You do know how to make a girl feel special, Masashiro. Why don't we play a game?
This is not a time for games, typed in by, or he probably just says it.
It is if I say so, so be silent, sir. It's always bugged me knowing that you had rejected me in favor of that Asuka girl.
Talking to Fuji again.
That's not true, Arissa. I was not interested in a relationship, nor am I interested in one currently. Liar! I am so sorry, Masashiro. I didn't mean to get angry with you.
Please, Arissa, just tell us, what you want us to do for this game?
Ah, the game. Asuka has always been known as the pretty little flower of the school, even though that Rich was such an ugly pig before.
This is the one that lost a lot of weight and was now the prettiest girl in the school or whatever that we heard about.
It really irks me that she became so pretty. Pretty enough to steal you from me. That is why I want to see how she'll look like after a fall from the center of the spotlight. Don't worry, Masashiro. I don't dislike her enough to kill her. There is something more fun than that. Like, maybe she might kill herself after she sees her own mauled face. That reminds me of that time when we all went to the beach in the summer, and she got so worried after scratching her arm.
Focus, Arissa.
Oh, so intense. I don't dislike boys who are intense. So, I'll give you 10 seconds. When the clock ticks to 0, either the insect or the flower will take the fall.
Oh, damn. Fujiwara!
Oh, and your time starts now.
Mr. Nakajima, please handle Kenta. I'll get Asuka. Stay safe, Masashiro. So he runs after the girl and leaves his teacher to get the Iana kid. As Masashiro disappeared down the stairwell, with 10 seconds to get her, Nakajima Taki whirled around to face his wayward student. Running as fast as possible, Nakajima Taki reached Kenta in half the time that he had been given, only 5 seconds. Holy cow, he must have been racing. And reached over the guardrail with both arms. intending to drag the young... Wait a minute, this is not... I'm thinking the wrong guy. This is the teacher. Running as fast as possible, Nakajima, this guy, the teacher, reached Kenta in half the time he had been given, 5 seconds to get over there. That makes sense. And reached over the guardrail with both his arms, intending to drag the young man back over to the safety of the roof floor. In his haste, however, the teacher never noticed the message on his phone. Oh shit.
Oh, time's up. Let the games begin.
And Yano's like, "Ugh, what? Arg." Rearing his upper torso in instinctive fright, Yano Kenta's head smashed into the nose of his teacher with dazzling force, sending the man stumbling onto his bottom, cursing and nursing a broken, bleeding nose. Whoa, no, I'm slipping. No! Nakajima's gotcha. Oh, damn. By some miracle, Nakajima Taki happened to recover in time to grab Kenta by his ankles, preventing the 5-story drop for the time being. Oh, damn. But in doing so, now the teacher's own upper torso was hanging precariously over the guardrail, desperately trying to get a better grip on his struggling student's feet. Nakajima's like, "Stop moving so much, Yano! I can't lift you up if you keep struggling." It's easy for you to say, "Get me out of here!" For once in your life, Yano, can you just listen to me? Stay still, I'm losing you. If you let go and I survive, Nakajima, my father is going to hear this and end you. Please, grr. Don't let go, Nakajima, I'm ordering you, grr. Oh shit. Nakajima Take could only stare dumbly at the pair of white shoes belonging to Yano Kenta in his hands, jerking upright as he heard a loud thump as his student's body made impact with the unforgiving earth. Oh, damn, guys. Oh, wow. Wow. Yano Kenta's dead now. This is the second death, guys. 2 18-year-old kids have already died in this story. Tragically. One, filled with formaldehyde, and this other kid, who was scared to death of heights, falling 5 stories and hitting the man. That would be a bloodbath. That would not be pretty. That would not be pretty, guys. I wonder if this guy thinks it's a hoax now by the kid that's dead. Ayano! Leaning over the railing once more, the teacher's eyes searched the void in desperation, seeking any sign that his student may have survived. However, Yano Kenta's body seems to be motionless from where Nakajima Taka was. Yano, can you hear me? Please respond. He's yelling, obviously. 5 stories down there. A renewed buzz caught the attention of the teacher before he had a total mental breakdown. So a renewed buzz caught the attention. A buzz? Caught the attention of him before he had a mental breakdown? He's about to go nuts, huh? Or that would be traumatizing. Yeah, that would be traumatizing. AJ says the idiot deserved it. He kept struggling. Yeah, it sounds like it. The buzz was the mobile phone that he had dropped in his haste to go get Kenta.
And so fell the proud worm that thought it could fly. And so fell the proud worm that thought it could fly.
Enough of your games. Whatever you are, this ends now.
Oh, teacher is angry.
Oh, wow. Not only is this girl who committed suicide brought back by this ritual they did, not only is she evil, she's also a freaking troll. She's trolling this guy after what just happened to him. Damn.
Oh, teacher is angry. But that's all right, sir. I've made sure that the other three will not interrupt our private time together. Would you like to come and meet me?
Don't take me for a fool, you scum. Your words do not frighten me.
Not even if I told you that Asuka and Masashiro would die if you didn't follow my instructions. My, what a heartless teacher you really are. Asuka and Masashiro would be so sad.
You? Fine. What do I have to do to play your sick little game? Consider yourself warned. I think this guy is pissed. I'm not easy prey, and I will end you.
Ah, that's the spirit. I'll invite you to come to the school chapel to attend the wedding ceremony of Sakamoto Asuku and Fujiwara Masashiro.
Oh, wow. Now because she was jealous of thinking this Fuji kid liked another girl more than her before she died, now she's going to take that jealous rage that she's dead. She's dead, so she's going to make it a rage and have them marry each other in the school chapel. What the hell, guys? What the hell? If you so much as damage their uniforms, I will grant you pain that you will never have known.
Pain that I've never known? Surely you jest. I wonder what could be more painful than a train hitting your body and tearing it up. Very well, I'm interested to see what you can do. I welcome this challenge of yours. You do know your way around the chapel, yes?
This conversation is over.
Sir? Sir? Sir, come on. Ah, he's ignoring me now. Guess that's it. Time for other means of entertainment, I guess.
Oh, damn. As Nakajima began stalking his way towards the school chapel room on the first floor, down in the dark depths of the school grounds on the south side, Yano Kentas woke in a strangled gasp of pain. Oh, he's not dead yet? Yano's not dead? If he's not dead after dropping 5 stories, this guy is a mess. He is going to have so many broken bones. This guy is going to be bleeding internally. If this story is even halfway realistic, I mean, this guy is going to be not able to move or anything. He'll just be a bloody mess, like internally. A lot of internal bleeding for sure. Broken bones. It would not be pretty.
Oh, where am I?
I'm surprised he's not dead.
My legs. I can't feel my legs. I guess I'm lucky to be able to land on my leg at the last moment. Damn it. I can't believe he dropped me. That idiot teacher actually dropped me. Me. Oh, when my father hears of this, curse you, Nakajima. Curse you to death.
Elsewhere, in the school's second floor, Nakamura Sayuri was finally confronted with the ugly truth.
Kumiko, where are you, Kumiko? No. No. No, 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 Kumiko.
So she found the girl that had been filled with formaldehyde.
This can't be real. This isn't real. But it is.
Nakamura Sayuri gasped, scrambling in fright away from the sound as she latched onto the cooling corpse of her dearest friend.
That voice, it can't be.
Oh, damn.
Oh, what can it be, little shameless girl? Cat got your tongue? Sazami Arisa. Maybe. What are you going to do with my dear friend Kumiko? Then again, this isn't the, Wait a minute. Then again, isn't this the perfect opportunity for you? Isn't this what you've always wanted? Go ahead, don't mind me. What are you saying? You know what I mean. Anyone with half a brain could see that you liked Kumiko. Oops, I mean you were obsessed with Kumiko. What? What are you saying? Oh, stop pretending. It's plain obvious. Those pictures of Kumiko on your phone. Even the ones that Kumiko herself doesn't even know about.
What? Now this has just gotten creepier. You have to go to school. Bye. All right. See you later, Christina. Have a good day at school, hon.
How did you know? As I said, pretty obvious. Anyways, I don't swing that way. So how about I just give her to you? Kumiko is not a piece of property. And you killed her. I'm going to kill you. Please, use your head for once, will you?
Now keep in mind there's no phone here, so these guys are actually talking face to face.
For once, use your head, will you? My little insufferable wretch. You can't possibly kill something that's not alive. However, I could always do you in as a favor. Huh? Now, don't be so uptight, my dear. I was only kidding. On a more serious note, Kumiko, she's all yours now. And then I have other matters to tend to. You feel free to do whatever you like with her. I have no intentions of interrupting. Now then, enjoy yourself.
Man, this girl's sick. This girl is sick. Or she's dead too, so. Nakamura Sayuri's mouth fell open as the shadowy figure seemed to simply dissolve into the darkness before the cool sensation of Kumiko knocked her out of a reverie. The smell of the formaldehyde had dissipated after Masashiro had left the lab door open, but it was still faintly there, hanging around Kumiko. But that was hardly a negative point to the fractured mind of Nakamura Sayuri. She had sought the attention of Amami Kumiko for the longest of times, studying her more intensely than any subject she could have bothered to learn. The hobbies of Kumiko had naturally entailed that the girl had always carried a very faint smell of the chemical substance, formaldehyde, with it, like her second skin. While it normally drove quite a few fair number of people with sensitive noses away, it wasn't much of an issue to most other, and most certainly an attractive point to Nakamura, who found the scent to be quite thrilling. And now Kumiko smelled more strongly than the liquid than before. Oh no. No, guys, what the hell? What has this become? What has this become? Yeah, this is like a book. I don't even think there's any choices that I make in this. This is really just a book, yeah. Or it is like a Goosebumps choose your own. Yeah, it's not a choose your own adventure. This one's more just like a novel, yeah. So, this girl used formaldehyde and found, even made the formaldehyde for all these science projects and keeping things preserved. And now she's filled with this formaldehyde, but this girl had almost found the faint scent of the formaldehyde quite thrilling. Almost maybe like a perfume or something. That's what it sounds like. And now that she can smell the formaldehyde even stronger on her dead body, and now that Kumiko smelled more strongly of the liquid than ever before... I'm so sorry, Kumi, but I can't resist. What the hell? What? What?
Ah, everything is falling into place. This is so exciting.
Look at the blood and everything on her. Man, this is... For a visual novel, this might be the most... what's the right word? This might be the most effed up, horrifying story I've read yet.
Now, I wonder where that teacher, I wonder how that teacher will react.
Much like the rest of Japan's third largest island, Kyushu, the Amakusu Islands had a significant proportion of Christians. As the first point of contact between Japan and the West in the 15th century, the region had been influenced considerably by the many missionaries who had made the perilous journey across the seas to spread the religion of the cross. Back in the 15th century, that would be a perilous journey across the ocean. Christianity, though halted and even forcibly cut down at times through the years, was eventually permitted equal rights to the island nation's primary Shinto and Buddhist beliefs as it began modernizing in the late 18th century, flourishing into a unique culture onto its own. Resulting from this lifting of the ban of the Christian worship, numerous cathedrals and churches sprang up across the island of Kyushu. Numerous Christians of all denominations, who had once been known as the Kakuri Christian or hidden Christians, came out to openly profess their faiths. And I might be pronouncing a lot of these words wrong, guys. I'm sorry for that. In schools related to Christianity, it was hence not uncommon to find an unofficial prayer room, sometimes called the chapel, where practitioners of the faith could find rest and a place to meditate. Sugimori High School was one such example, having been established shortly after missionaries returned to Japan with Commodore Perry in the 1870s. Funded and built by English Protestants, although the old school had undergone many an upgrade, including one which had later opened her roof up into a flat recreational space. A little chapel on the first floor and of the school's west wing remained, along with a simple and unadorned silver cross that had been donated by the missionaries to be placed in the room. As a devout Catholic, Nakajima sometimes had his doubts about using the prayer room as a man from a different denomination. However, the persecutions of the many Christians and their martyrdom for all the Christianity eventually convinced the teacher that such differences between denominations were trivial in the face of the true faith, and proceeded to go to the chapel every Friday. The sanctity of the same chapel and the lives of the students were now being jeopardized by some sick murderer who had probably claimed the life of one and definitely taken the life of another student. Such a thing was unforgivable, and the teacher swore that he would apprehend the killer and bring whoever it was to justice. All right, I'm here. Come and face me, you sick fuck. Wow. He said the F word. Man, a man of God said the F word. Wow.
Good evening. How do you like what I've done to the place?
You. What? Why?
What's with the surprise, sir? Considering how holy and spiritual this place is, especially that intimidating big shiny cross, it hurts so much just even step into this place. Well, now that I've broken it in two and even given this place a little redecoration, this place is perfect now, isn't it?
Is that blood on your clothes?
Even at this stage, you still refuse to acknowledge me, don't you, sir? What's the matter now? Speechless at the sight of my awesome redecorations?
You won't frighten me, hell spawn. Where are my students? Where are Fujiwara and Sakamoto?
Can't you see the picture that they nicely drew on the floor for me, sir?
What? What nonsense are you? What?
Isn't it just lovely? Perfect, wouldn't you agree?
Oh my god, so much blood. To draw an inverted pentagram? She took their blood and drew an inverted pentagram on the ground? Oh my god, wow. Wow. Uh, you.
Did you break already? Sigh. After all that effort that I have to go through to handle this much blood, even after all those two pitched in to help.
In the name of all that's holy, I will vanquish you.
Oh, how rude. Didn't you always tell us that it was rude to interrupt people? And you almost bashed my head in again.
Huh.
I'll have you know that I took a lot of effort to unsmash my head after that train crushed it.
There is nothing more to speak of, demon. I will end you. Oh, so he tried to hit her again. Stop running around. Arg!
You really are angry, aren't you, sir?
After all that you've done tonight, you will not linger here any longer to haunt the living. Be gone. Keeps trying to hit her.
Whoops, that was a close one. Care to take another shot?
Try this, demon. Whack.
Take that, you...
Wait a minute, no, he says that. Take that, you fiend. Holy water would sure...
Was that supposed to do anything at all?
Oh, he threw holy water on her. And she's basically mocking him.
Saying, was that supposed to do something?
That's impossible. No evil spirit should be able to withstand direct contact with, consecrated water.
Maybe you've got the wrong religion. Or maybe I'm just stronger than your holy water, hmm?
Do not mock the faith so lightly.
You assume that I'm saying I mock this faith. It implies that your beliefs hold any meaning to me. Sorry to disappoint you that, it doesn't.
Why, you...
Also, why should you pass judgment so quickly when you are yourself, hardly worth being called a true man of faith?
Uh-oh. He's fixing to get him for his sins now. What nonsense do you speak of? I will not stand for this.
Oh, really? How about a time in the autumn over 5 years ago?
Oh no, what?
There was a boy. He had just lost so much in his life.
Uh-oh. How did you...
The little boy was so alone, so desperate for help. Something, or anything really. He had gone looking for the man of faith in his neighborhood. The man who he said would never turn anyone in need away. The boy had hoped this man would provide the help and learning that he had yearned for. But alas.
Please, stop! No more!
But the man of faith, what did he do? What act of mercy was wrought on that day?
None.
The man who turned none in need away broke his one rule and turned a helpless child from his aid. A man who had judged the child guilty of the sins of his father, casting him from the safety and refuge.
Enough!
And in a repeat of history, this perfect man would later go on to reject another boy, this one broken and shattered by circumstances around his family, not of making poor choice, not of his making her choice. A boy who had screamed in the dark for attention and for guidance. Alas, that holy man cast that child out into the darkness as well, after judging his equally guilty of the sins of his father. So you tell me, sir, who is the greatest sinner here? Me, who seeks my vengeance for the wrongs cast against me? Or you, the judge who merely hides behind a facade of righteousness, whilst taking private joy in breaking rules and crushing innocent light. You stop it! Oh, did I just strike a nerve? It is not true that Mr. Nikijama Taki, the firmest supporter of rules and champion of kindness, is in fact his own worst rule breaker? Was it not you who told us, who uphold the rule will know great things, while those who break them will simply be cast aside as society marches onward? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me! You are correct. How is it that you know any of this? None of the ones closest to me even know. Only those involved should have known. Fujiwara had sworn never to speak of it to a soul when I had sought his forgiveness after he came to this school. All those stories of the dead telling no tales are so overrated. They most certainly can talk. I can testify to that. Then what of Fujiwara and Sakamoto? Pardon? With Amami Kumiko, it was the fact that she had so much but was never satisfied. Her desire grew into greed that spiraled out of control, burning friends like you in the process, and fostering the deep-seated resentment that you felt. The depth at which she could have been out of touch from reality was not merely uncomfortable at times, but even damaging to the relationships around her. Without so much as realizing it, she ate away at the one thing she needed most in her quest for greatness. Go on. Yano Kenta was stripped of so much from birth. Struggling with his brokenness and lack of support, he grew incredibly envious of those who had so much of what he didn't. That envy festered, and without anyone to guide him on the right path, he turned dark and began attempting to prey on those he felt weaker than himself, always plotting to take from others what he had envied them for. 2 for 2. I underestimated you, sir. And me, the man who is so obsessed with keeping himself clean and holy that he grew too proud. When Fujiwara Masashiro had lost his father and his family was falling apart, I could have helped him. But the man to grant him the guiding hand that his father could no longer provide, but in my pride and wish to stay pure, I cast my judgment upon him, and I did throw him aside. To make matters worse, I repeated that same mistake with Yano Kenta once more when he came to me. My pride blinded me of all those who truly needed my help the most, driving me to the belief that I was perfect and infallible. Ah, that is correct. Impressive that you managed to get those right. However, it doesn't explain why you went after Fujiwara, Sakamoto, or Nakimura. There is a reason for Nakimura, actually. For as ordinary as she was, Nakimura Sayura was an ordinary bully. As a girl who always lusting for attention, she never really liked it when her targets paid more mind to someone else other than her. That drove her into bullying and blackmail to scare anyone away from her fancy. But everything was never enough. Each new conquest was never enough. With every new success simply brought an even deeper hunger in her that could not be quenched. She would have made a move on Kumiko eventually, and that sickened me. So she needed to go as well. Oops. But as for Sakamoto and Fujiwara, whatever gave you the idea that I had wanted to target them? What? Then why did you have them killed? Ha 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 ha. Oh, what's so funny? That's news to even me. You're such a good joker, I assure you.
What are you laughing about?
I never said that I killed him. Whatever gave you that idea?
What? But the blood that she used to make the inverted pentagram. Wait, where are they?
Well, I've had my fun already here, so I'll tell you.
Spit it out.
They're lying on the floor just past the door, sir. You missed them when you came barging in here, screaming.
I'm not turning my back to you, demon.
Well, that's too bad then. You'll just have to bear the sin of causing 2 more students to die.
Oh, wow. No! Grr!
All too easy.
Oh, wow. What?
I can't believe you wouldn't fall for such a simple trick, sir. I can't believe you would fall for such a simple trick, sir.
God damn it! It can't end this way.
But it is going to end soon, at least for you. This game must draw to a conclusion after all.
No, I can't let you. Ah.
Did that hurt badly? I'm so sorry, sir. Yes, the internet was right. A kick to the kidneys is actually devastating. Huh, who knew? Don't give me that look.
Oh, wow. What?
We should make this parting a little more pleasant.
So she kicks him in the kidney, and now she's got a knife?
Come now. I want you to look me in the eyes in your very last moments. By the way, have you ever heard of the Red Room?
Ugh. Wait, Gurk? No. Huh?
No, don't worry about it then. You'll be seeing one soon.
Shh. And she shows him.
Hush now, no tears. Only dreams.
Yeah.
Ah, it's hardly even been 2 hours and most of the players are already out of the game. This is turning out to be a very disappointing evening. Ah, I forgot. I didn't even give him a chance to say my name. Oh well. Now, where are the 3 remaining little piggies? Here, little piggies. The big bad wolf is coming for you. No answer? Boring. I guess I'll find Sayuri then. Maybe she's in for some punishment.
Alright. She's going to look for you, Sayura, wherever she is. I'll go find Mr. Nakajima before looking for the others with him. This blood trail is concerning, though.
Hey Yuri, I'm bored. I hope you're done with Kumiko because I am bored.
Oh shit, gotta move fast. Can't let her find me. Sir, are you in here? Black, Black. What the herb? Oh Lord, Mr. Nakajima. Oh wow. Mr. Nakajima Itaki had most certainly seen better days. His once pristine suit, so diligently maintained to crisp perfection, was ripped in numerous places and stained badly in his own blood. The state of his dress was not the issue, though, that Fujiwara Mashirio is in such distress about, for the poor teacher was now laid sprawled in the center of an inverted pentagram, his blood painting the entire room. Oh wow. That sounds gory. His throat had been slit so widely open that Masashiro could have sworn he could see his teacher's spine, leaving him with an even greater urge to empty his dinner as the sight of the corpse hit him once more. Yeah, I could see how that would make you puke. Wow. What struck Masashiro, however, was the fact that the broken halves of the school cross had been shoved into the stomach of his dead teacher as a grotesque human stand base. Oh my god. Wow. Skull cross had been shoved into his stomach and made him a grotesque human stand base. Okay, calm down. Masashiro, this has to end soon. You've got to find Asuka and Sayuri and get the hell out of here. You've got this. He's talking to himself. You can do this. Let's go. Sayuri, I'm here for your soul. I'm sure you've had your fill of Kumiko by now. Besides, the shell is at the end of the day. Just a shell. Let me take you to her for an eternity. What do you say? Oh, it's empty? Please don't notice me. Please don't notice us. Is someone actually playing proper hide and seek now? How interesting. I guess I shall start searching for them. He's leaving, oh thank goodness. Kumiko. It was a good thing I managed to carry you here, behind the lab benches, yes? Sayori, come out, wherever you are. He's gone upstairs, I think. We're fine here for now, Kumiko. I'll get you out of here, just hold on a little longer. Once we get out, we can be alone together. Oh my god. This girl's like, we can finally be alone together to her friend who she obsessed over, who's now filled with formaldehyde and dead. And she's still saying to her, when we get out of here, we can be alone together. This girl's plenty sick in her own mind. Yeah, you walked into a horror story here, Brendan. Welcome, man. I had no idea that this story was going to be anything like this, though. We can be alone together forever. Here we go, I got you. Let's go now, Kumiko. And Fuji found her, it sounds like. Oh my god, I'm so glad I found you, Sayuri. What are you doing? Oh, Masashiro, where's everyone else? Sayuri? Kenta and Mr. Nakijima, they're dead. Asuka is also missing. We need to find her and get out of here. This has gone far beyond any ritual that we originally thought we were doing. What? Mr. Nakayama and the idiot? They're dead? She calls him an idiot. Oh my gosh. You're joking, right? I only wish I were joking, or that this was some bad dream. But it's not, Sayuri, so please, let go of Kumiko. There's nothing more you can do for her. We need to get out of here, after we get Asuka. Huh? No, Masashiro, I'm not leaving Kumiko behind. This is not the time for this, Sayuri. Arisa could come back at any moment, and Kumiko would only slow us down. Please listen to me for once. Please, Sayuri? Look, we really can't waste time here and just let that thing catch us. It kills everything that it catches, Sayuri. No, you will not. You will not separate Kumiko from me. I've wanted her for so long. Oh my god. Now that I have her, no one, you hear me? No one will ever part us. Sayuri, keep it down. And here I thought I would have a fun actual game of hide and seek. Why would you just give your hiding place away? Wait a minute. This is the Arisa. Why would you just give your hiding place away like that? Oh no. You've really made me mad. Sayuri, we need to move. Please? Now.
How did I not see you lot back in the science room?
She's coming, Sayuri. Please move.
No! If we're leaving, Komako is coming with us. Us? Is Mashiro with you, little lusting girlie?
Oh shit. You just heard that. You're on your own, Sayuri. I don't blame this guy for leaving her on her own. I'm sorry. May God have mercy on your soul. And he's gone. I don't blame him a damn bit. I do not blame him a damn bit. Oh, that person is such an idiot. I would just ditch her. Yeah, I think that's what he just did, AJ. Nakamura is like, oh, what? Wait for me. And too late. Missed me? Yeah, stay away, demon.
Ah, this is getting really old. After everything, only Masashiro has the decency to address me properly. At least in the chat, anyway. Is it really that hard? Is it that hard? Say my name, bitch!
She doesn't say my name, bitch, but that's pretty much what she's saying.
Say my name!
Get away from me, Arisa! You'll never get me or Kumiko. Yeah, as she's holding on to Kumiko, who's filled with formaldehyde. Oh, wow.
Now that's better, Sayuri. Although I can't quite understand what you mean by not getting Kumiko. Did you already forget? I already have dear old Kumiko with me. Forever with me in my own little space in the depths. No, shut up! Kumiko is mine! Mine! Your lost for Kumiko binds you, my dear friend. Are your delusions so great that you cannot see the reality before you anymore? Do you perhaps think you live now in a fairy tale? Kumiko is mine, all mine! Hehehehehe! My pretty flower, my sweet, all mine, no one else's.
I think she's going mad.
No one else is going to steal you away from me. And she's broken. This is hilarious to watch. Hi, what do you think you're doing? Kumiko is going to stay with me. I won't let you be with a waste of, wait a minute. I won't let her be with a waste of space who simply killed herself in front of a train.
Oh, damn. She's gonna make her mad.
What a lazy way of doing things, isn't it, Arisa?
Oh, shit.
What? Suicide, Arisa. Suicide. Wasn't it just a horrendously lazy thing to do? Were you so lazy that you couldn't even get into a club, study, or even live? Or is it the attention that you get from dying in front of an audience? Or was it because you wanted someone to pity you? I think I know you better than Kumiko does. Stupid girl who had been sliding in her grades and relationships because she had been growing too tired and ultimately too lazy to live. Why, you... It's alright, Kumiko. Wait here. Everything will be ready soon. Soon we will be alone and no one will get in our way.
Wait, Nakamura wants this thing to kill her so that she can be alone with her in the depths of wherever. Oh, wow. That is a low blow. A wolf raid? We got a wolf raid? Hey, crazy wolf.
So ready to lose one more time, Arisa? Interesting. No one told me you knew Aikido stances. Oh, this should be fun. Well, of course you wouldn't. You always were too lazy to pay attention to the details after all. Come at me! Huh? You can pack a kick, it seems. Or, yeah, you can pack a kick. You can pack a kick, it seems. Of all the people I thought I might have underestimated, the last one I expected was you. And you are a lot more solid as a ghost than I thought. That'll make it easier to kill you again. Let's see you rise up from a broken neck. Oh, damn. These two are fighting. We got a fight on, guys. Fight. We got a fight on. Do we actually have a raid? Somebody raiding the stream? It hardly seems that truly hell hath no fury when compared to a woman's scorn. I have you. Gah. What? At least you are still bad at noticing your surroundings. All our lab benches come with retort stands. Useful for more than holding up glass tubes, isn't it? God, why you... Oh, I was sure you wouldn't be able to block or take any more. This coming from the most useless sloth in school? I will not be beaten by the likes of you. More blood. Gah! My face! I'm sorry. Did I by any chance make your pretty face ugly? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. I mean, all I'm doing is returning your face to the way it should be. More blood. Gah! It hurts. It burns. I'll kill you, Arissa. Even if I have to kill myself to do it, I'll kill you. Sigh, when will you ever learn? This smell. And you said I was too lazy to notice my surroundings? Pot calling the kettle black, Arissa? Are you insane? Why so serious? What? It's just a leaking gas line in the science lab. Not so confident anymore? What? You afraid of dying again? Your bluffs won't work. There are no naked flames. I can stop you from producing any fire from the Bunsen burners. You are powerless here. Remember what the old folks used to say about that evil spirits and demons are exorcised by fire? Shall we test that theory? You can't be serious. Uh-oh. I can't believe I kept this lighter after quitting smoking in the freshman year. That's right. It was because Kumiko chided me and asked me to quit smoking. Such a wonderful memory. After all this time, Kumiko, you've helped me once again. Well, since you were so insistent on joining us, why don't you tag along then? Arissa! Shit! Okay. Don't fret, Kumiko. We'll be together now. And she got her ass. Look at her face. It got beaten up, though. It got... Wow. We'll be together forever and forever. Oh, shit. What was that? It sounded like it came from the science lab. Should I get back? But what if Arissa's still there? But Sayuri could need my help. Oh, shit. As unbelievable as it seemed to himself, Masashiro found himself turning around to head back to the cursed science lab where their night of horrors had begun. Screwing up his eyes as a smaller second explosion shook the school, Masashiro realized with a jolt that if he had been moving in the direction of the school north wing directly for the exit, he would have been caught in the blast too. It was only his fear of approaching
the spirit from that direction that he had gone off towards the second rear entrance at the south wing. It was easier to climb over, but led up a deserted road through a forested hill. That path was only used in groups by students living on the opposite side of the hill, using the back entrance since it would let them cut down on travel time by having to walk all the way around the fairly large but otherwise low-lying hill. Most students who used the rear gate did walk out the main entrance of it if it got too late, however, since they found the narrow path to be extremely creepy after the sun had completely set. Unsurprisingly, since there were no lights on the ancient pathway. The shrines sitting at the peak of the hill would close after dusk. Wait a minute. The shrine sitting at the peak of the hill that would close after dusk was probably a sight that the students wanted to avoid. With a pair of imposing foxstone guardians and an unadorned blood-red torii serving as the temple entrance, few residents even ever actually dared to venture close to it after nightfall. But desperate times called for desperate measures, and Masashiro was certain enough that he would be in need of that very undesirable gate soon. Alright, Masashiro, we check out for a very short time and bugger out as quickly as possible. Find Asuka and get out of the back gate. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is really bright. Focus. Oh shit. The fire blew out the windows and the wind is carrying the fire to the whole north wing. The main gate is definitely not an option now. So now we've got a fire and Arissa to worry about. Oh shit. Sayuri, can you hear me? If you can, please answer. Heck, the smoke is getting bad. Sayuri, where are you? Oh, not another one. Masashiro found himself looking at a pair of very badly burnt corpses through a gap in the smoke billowing out of the ruined science lab. He did not need to be a genius to he did not need to be a genius for it to tell him that the two were of Kukumo and Sayuri, given how one of the corpses, the and the other tightly gasped around the other dead body, pulling it close. Oh shit. Sakamoto. Masashiro, is that you? Asuka, where are... It seemed that Sakamoto Asuka had been in the north running corridor of the science lab when it had gone off, and she was not looking good. Even though she had appeared to have avoided the worst of the explosions and the initial fireball, her uniform was very badly tattered and bloodied, with a few very painful glass splinters digging into her left arm. Glass splinters glinting in the firelight. That would hurt. Oh shit. We need to get you out of here, Asuka. Come on. Wrap your right arm around my neck. Slowly, easy does it. We should get a move on before Arissa comes back. Thanks for the help, Masashiro. You can thank me later when we're actually escape this death trap. We need to get away from this fire and call in the fire department. I'm sorry, Masa. I lost my hand phone when someone pushed me down a flight of stairs a while ago. I was trying to go down the central stairwell to get the police. Oh, so it wasn't her that went to the police. She got pushed down the stairwell as the Arissa went to talk to the police. Oh, wow. What? Oh, then that explains the bruises on your arms and your head. But weren't you caught by Arissa? No, at least I don't think so. I was alone when I came to the first floor. Well, that means Arissa was probably lying to us when she said she had you. Damn it. I can't believe she played us like a fiddle. Let's get you somewhere to patch you up first. Then we'll get out from the back exit. Back exit? Why? Why not the main exit? Arissa will probably be waiting for us there. Plus, it would be a longer wait to the main gate around the fire than if we just went out the back gate. Also, if the fires went out of control because of the wind, then we'd probably risk getting caught in the fire as well.
Okay, I'll follow your lead then, Masa. You know best.
Yeah, let's just keep moving. We don't want Arissa to find us.
Ouch. Do you think we could rest up a bit in the classroom, Masa? My injuries are hurting.
I guess. That'll give me the chance to check your wounds as well. But we can't stay for too long, okay?
Thanks, Masa. You're the best.
Well, this is going to be a dangerous spot. In here. Come sit down on the floor and show me your arm. That looks like your worst set of injuries.
I guess. That's odd. Odd? Is there something wrong?
Which way were you heading before the explosion, Asuka? He said something's odd, and she's like, what's odd? He's like, which way were you heading before the explosion, Asuka?
I heard the commotion in the science lab, so I was headed there when Sayuri set the lab off.
Really?
Masa, what's wrong?
If you were headed to the lab, then why is the back of your uniform singed instead of your front? Uh-oh, she just got busted. Also, since the windows that blew out were on your right, why are the glass splinters in your left arm?
Masa?
And this blood on your uniform is far too much for it to just be your own. If it were, then you'd be close to fainting or unconscious. Also, how did you know that Sayuri set off the lab? Tell me, Asuka. Oh damn, busted. Oh wow. So was she the one playing like she was Arissa? That's what it sounds like, guys. AJ says, I would have just went for the exit. Who cares if she has a little boo-boo? Huh. That's a lot of blood to be a little boo-boo, though, but yeah.
Ouch. You're hurting my arm, Masa.
Arissa never came back, did she? That's what I was just thinking. The one who had been killing off students, our friends. It was you, wasn't it, Asuka?
Huh?
Answer me, Asuka. I deserve to know the truth, at least.
That hurt. Let go of me.
Oh, damn.
And what would you do if I said I was playing as Arissa?
Why, Asuka?
Why would you do this? It was for you, Masa. Everything was always for you.
How would killing my friends and mentor be an act for me?
Friends? Mentor? I know they were anything other than what you called them, Ma.
What are you trying to pull here? What do you mean all this is for me? I thought you were from a family of priestesses. Why are you doing this?
Priestesses? So what?
Nothing matters as long as your family is dysfunctional.
No one cared about me. Everything is just performances and appearances. All those beatings and scoldings. Tell me that those are justified.
And you're telling me that all the killings are justified? You did nothing to help except to make matters worse.
Even after all that happened, you are still spouting such
Enough. Asuka, you don't know the real me. You don't know the pain of losing your father because he tried to be more than he was. The pain of losing a mother who wastes her away in her own guilt and suffering. The stares of people who associate you with the sins of your father. The hypocrites like Nakajima, who dared turn me away because of my father, and not for my flaws. The shallow and proud man who did not deserve any of the praise he received. Kenta's incessant envy of others and his desire for what they have, even when he already had so much. Kumiko's greed for knowledge and recognition when she already came from prominence. Sayuri's disgusting and insatiable lust for the pleasures of the flesh of men and women. You do not know how hard it was to deal with them. And you, do you have any idea of how hard it was to take care of your sickening fat ass as you cried and whined every day of your problems when they were so trivial, so minor compared to what I faced? Minor? My issues were minor? Of course they are. That's because none of these can be compared to what I have been through. For the sake of all these people who call themselves my classmates, my friends, do you know how many beatings I have had to endure because people know that I am from a family of priestesses? My dad beats me with his belt. He even threatened to kill me once. He used cigarettes to burn me in places that are not visible to others, just because appearances are so damn important. Ow! Cigarettes to burn me in places that are not visible to others. Ow. That would be very bad. I can't even imagine that. Damn. And my mom, she pretends to hear nothing, to know nothing, not even a word or action from her. They could very well reject all of these favors that they were doing for free because my friends come over with some spiritual problems. They could have asked for a payment, but no. They did it for free because they want to look good. After that, I get all the beatings and scoldings for not bringing business. Tell me that's fair. What? You can't be serious. I can't be serious? Well, this is the kind of reaction everyone has when I tell them. To the extent that I gave up on having any friends in this world. So back in junior high, when you tried to get me started in the occult, I started learning how to summon spirits and talk to them, hoping that they would be my friends. And guess what? It worked. I've made many friends. Oh shit. Friends that believed in me. Friends that protected me. Friends that actually helped me. What are you saying? What am I saying? I am saying these spiritual friends of mine are better than almost any one of the human ones that I have ever made. Remember the big fire that occurred at the shrine? You don't mean... Yes, that fire. It was not caused by any human means. However, those favors aren't free. Payments have to be made, you know, even in the afterlife. Payment? You can't be serious. Of course I'm serious. After that fire, my relatives took me in and my surname changed. Things became better. Happier even. My spirit friends were glad that I finally got the justice that I deserved and left. All but one. One? Yes, one. He has always stayed by my side even after the others have left, even after my life became better. I have never forgotten the families of the people who put me through the hell I've been through. You don't mean... You're a bright one. Indeed, everyone that was involved in this, everyone that died had to play a part, or had a part to play in the hell that I went through. You know what they said? Revenge has to be paid several times over. Well, all that were killed tonight are merely sacrifices. Sacrifices? For what? For my ultimate revenge, of course.
Do you think I'll be satisfied with just their bodies? Wouldn't you join me, Masashiro? After all, you've been through so much because of them.
Just stop. How is this going to help either one of us?
Oh, I thought you would understand, considering that you went through a lot as well.
Oh, damn.
Mind if I butt in?
It is Arissa.
Who the hell are you? Ah, Asuka. You be a dear and introduce your friend to us. It is terribly impolite to leave people unacquainted. Really?
Oops.
You have an awful lot of names, though. Oh, this is true, child. I suppose you could take your pick of any number of names, Mr. Fujiwara. The Fallen One, Evil of Evils, Diablo, Devil, Lucifer, Uruchi, Kingu, Yatagarasu. So many names, so many ages.
Basically, a lot of different ways and to say the devil.
You are free to call me by any title, really. Titles or names mean little to an entity that is essentially an amalgamation of all the world's evils.
An amalgamation. An amalgamation of all the world's evils. You are crazier than Asuka. This can't be real.
Now, the concept of reality is something that is so human. But I suppose I should assure you that this situation we are in is, very, very real. But first, let's close the school down, shall we? The sacrificial ground has served its purpose. You mean it's prepared? That's great. So, how did the convincing go? Unfortunately, Masashiro has rejected me. Hey, Masashiro, I really had hopes that you would see it from my point of view. After all, you might have forgotten, but I never did. What are you talking about? Oh, you were brought to a shrine once when you were young, remember? I do. Wait. You don't mean... That was my family shrine. Well, moving on. After things happened and I had been beaten up badly, I had wandered into the city on my own. It was so cold that night, wasn't it? I remember slipping on the ice, laying there, waiting for the cold to just take me. But there in the snow, you appeared, like a great guardian spirit. You helped me and even tended to my wounds. You were the first human who showed me kindness back then. That is why I wanted to convince you so much. But since you rejected the offer, Masashiro, I really loved you since then. I guess you said your piece. It is time. It is truly a disappointment. I had high hopes that you would join us. In any case, your blood won't be wasted. Goodbye, Masashiro.
Oh, no, wait, stop. Oh, shit.
Ah, and another construct returns to me in fire. Ah, and another construct returns to me in fire. It is so strange how humans wish for these things to last. But what is a century of their time to the eternity? But then again, it is amusing to watch these creatures scuttle about and fret over the smallest little things. Ah, yes. We really should handle the last sacrifice.
The weeping willow, a species of tree that is none too common in the southern reaches of Japan. But there is one especially large one in the rocky and relatively inhospitable terrain of the Amakusa Islands. Standing at over 44 meters in height, the tree may have been dwarfed by the numerous cedar trees surrounding it, but the locals of the little town had a morbid belief pertaining to this one rare tree in the region. Many years ago, an old medium had planted the tree on the hill and proclaimed that when the tree grew, it would become a sacred tree of life and of death. Following his declaration, the old medium had mysteriously disappeared, leaving the villagers with a warning that a lack of faith would lead to a calamity and a suffering. Initially dismissed as the words of a raving lunatic, villagers began whispering of the medium's warnings when people mysteriously began to die in a series of violent murders. The victims' bodies were never to be found, with the only clues to where their remains went being the increasing number of bloodstains on the site where the weeping willow had been planted. As the years went by, the weeping willow grew to immense proportions, a fair bit larger than was normal of its natural compatriots. Then, on one fateful evening, a local, whom his fellow villagers should have never trusted again, given his near constant drunkenness, had claimed to witness the priestess of seducing a recent victim in the night before splitting open his throat and floating the body away. Oh, damn. Alas, the local lord and villagers had been overcome by their fear, and as such, the woman who had suffered a terrible fate, being flayed alive at the foot of the great tree, her pleas for mercy and insistence on innocence went unheard. And as dust drew in around them, the life faded from her body. The wronged priestess laid laying another curse over the village under her breath. Cursed them to know suffering and pain again one day he returned. She swore that they would feel her wrath for having wrongfully condemned her. With the death of the supposed culprit, the local lord had had enough, ordering the construction of a shrine to contain and exorcise what was clearly the work of an evil spirit or demon. Following 2 years of arduous and feverish construction, the shrine was finally built in one especially cold winter. The curse of the willows is, as the locals called it, ended the very next spring, leaving the populace with a great sense of relief. Many years passed, and the legends of the shrine faded into the dark depths of history, the warnings slowly dimming, before fading completely from the minds of villagers as a newer religion took its place. But the priestess's vengeance was not to be refused and delayed any longer. And so, on a clear winter night like the one in which she had died, tragedy struck the quaint little town once more. But even with all the blood it had tonight, it seemed as though the weeping willow was not done with its growth. Piano. Arg. Oh, one more push. Arg. So he's crawling around, I guess. Okay, past the back gate. Now I just need to get to the shrine and past that to the rear of the town. Ugh. This might have been such a bad idea. These stairs. Oh, come on, Kenta. Come on. Oh, what was that? I must be imagining things now. It must be the pain driving me to see these hallucinations. Or they are just little critters in the night. Yeah, just little critters. There's no way anything or anyone survived the burning of the school. Definitely not even that blasted doll. Just another 200 meters more to the top of the Dari Shrine. Everything will be fine there. How am I going to explain this to, screw it. He doesn't need to ask questions anyway. He'll just get Dad to solve the problem like always. I'll need to lay low though. That sucks. How am I going to make myself popular then? I guess I'll just have to bear with it until this blows over. Oh, there's the shrine. Haha, I'm home free.
That's what you would like to think, isn't it?
Ah, my legs. You. Why did you? How did you get out of that fire? Wait, Asuka? I thought Arissa was. This is impossible.
Why not?
How did you get here so quickly?
You really are an idiot, aren't you?
Stop looking down on me. No one can look down on me, you bitch. Kicks him again. Arr! Stop! You're crushing my legs!
Obviously, it's impossible for Asuka to appear here so quickly.
Then who are?
Uh-huh,
That's what I thought.
You know, Asuka was wrong. Worms need not be brought low.
What the gurk?
Worms
Kicks him again.
can die
Gah!
where they belong. Ugh, squirming in the dirt. Your blood may not be worth many things, Yano Kenta, but you have fulfilled your purpose. So it's done, yes? Oh, you're here. Pity that you missed the worm's last moments. I couldn't care less about him. Anyways, I have received your payment. The last offerings have been made to the tree. Thank you. So I guess my revenge will soon be executed? That would certainly be what you want, isn't it, my dear? But of course, my dear Wraith. You know how long I've been waiting for this moment. You most certainly haven't called me by that title in a long time, Raven. No matter, I'll see to it that it is done in the fastest way possible. What can I say? I know you too well. You hate that name, after all. All too true. But for now, my dear Raven, shall we conclude the offerings? Oh yes, my darling. Wraith, we shall.
Amidst the rustle of the cedar forest, the weeping willow of Shidari Yanagi Shrine drank deeply once more. Oh wow. And once more, the skies wept. What once was a peaceful town with peaceful individuals carrying burden pass became tainted by a curse from ages past. After so long avoiding and forgetting the horrid past and running to hide in the present and the future, it comes around once more. Thank you for playing. Wow. That was freaking deep. That was a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be at the end. Didn't exactly go like I thought. That was pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Wow. That's crazy. Creepy. Creepy, but very good. That was a lot better than I thought it'd be. So for the second time, Afterthought Studios brought us a really good story. I mean, it's not a game. To be sold on Steam as a game is one thing a lot of people might question. But as far as writing good stories, this is the second really good one that I've read in the past few months. The first one was, I think, Forgotten Not Gone. And this one, It Comes Around. Yeah. Hopefully, I know that I pronounced a lot of the words wrong and stuff like that, but hopefully I got the point of it across more than if you guys were reading this on your own. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. RoboRon says that was good. John says, are these the new survivors and killer for Dead by Daylight? Oh, that's funny. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting, John, for sure. Dr. Reichhofen says, that game was scary and sad at the same time. Yeah, no doubt. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty well written and pretty convincing, especially for You know, story available for less than $3 on Steam, guys. But yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. After this, I'm going to catch my breath. That was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. For some reason, because the game was only less than $3, I was thinking it was going to be like an hour, hour and a half tops. And it was about 2.5 hours. So I'm going to catch my breath, guys. I'm going to come back probably in about a half hour with my live stream Under the Moonshine, and we'll play some Dead by Daylight for anybody that's wanting to see Dead by Daylight action. So, AJ says, I'm glad I stood all the way through. Thanks for reading to us, Sax. Yeah. I've done this many times before, guys. I have read a lot. Nothing more than Zombie Exodus, which I think I read a total of like 35 or 40 hours, something like that. I don't know. I think it's at least 30 hours of Dead by Daylight. I read at least 30 hours of reading for Zombie Exodus. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in another good story, that's actually a story where I made choices that determined how the outcome of the story went. Zombie Exodus, there's a playlist for it on my channel, and you guys can check that out if you guys like my reading and you guys like good story. Zombie Exodus is one that you guys might want to listen to me read as well. I did it about a year ago. I think I started it a little more than a year ago, or almost a year ago, and took me a while to read it all, but I think there's at least 30 hours of content there under Zombie Exodus. So anyway, guys, I want to go and thank you guys for being here and listening to me with It Comes Around. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It sounds like you did. I know I did. And we'll be back here in a little bit for live stream Under the Moonshine. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. We'll see you soon. Take care.